Hello everyone and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. As you can see, I have the tree set up. It's all lit. I added quite a bit of additional lighting in this tree. I will be sharing it in the end in the closer look. It does have twinkling lights in it, so I just want to let those of you know in advance, if you're sensitive to the twinkling, they will be on in the closer look at the end of the video. But I just want to share many different items that I have curated to bring this citrus tree to life this fall season. I invite you to subscribe to the Little Blue Fly and make sure to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, well, I did say twinkling lights at the end of the video, didn't I? Well, here's some twinkling here as well. My apologies. These videos were recorded quite a few days apart from one another. There was just a break in the tree because I was waiting for a fabulous treasure to arrive, and it has, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you in this video. To the left, you see my martini tables. Those are in my Amazon storefront, and I love to add them inside of the tree. It just allows me to add more. Okay, so I'm going to place one stand here. Again, these can be found in my Amazon storefront, but I will place one. I'll tuck it into the side of the tree. What's nice is this top part. Let me get a good hold on this. They come off because in a Christmas tree, we have quite a bit of string lights going on. So it just makes it hard to get a table in, but not when it's just this little pole right here. So I just slip it in from the bottom, and then I just add the tray on top. And here are some of my curated goodies I will be using here. I have, this year it is all about the citrus series. I will not only have it in fall, but Christmas as well. It will, look a little bit old world. I'll have French country. We have a little bit of a Scottish flair in this one on the tree, but just, old magnolia, aged magnolia leaves, just different, fun, different, just wispy, different type of browns going on in the tree to make sure it stays nice and earthy. I will not be able to pan out because I have way too much going on. So it will be a much a closer look in this one. But I have quite a few twinkling lights on here that were purchased. Let me share this from Walmart. Now, when Walmart first puts out their Christmas, this is when you find the twinkling lights. They're in a blue box. And they only have a few of them for whatever reason. And they sell out so quickly, and then just forget it. You have to wait until the following year. I'm thinking, maybe I'll use this ribbon here. It's a gorgeous bronzy designer ribbon. So I curated several different things for this tree. I might use the orange. I love this. Many of you have watched me decorate with this one. Beautiful, beautiful velvet. And then the houndstooth. Now this just gives a bit of the Scottish flair. And the green is everything, the apple green. So let's see who can figure out which one I'm going with here this year. And I'll make sure to share links in the description box. So I just have lights just going all throughout this tree everywhere. And I went ahead and placed on some magnolia garlands. I think I used 3 of them and just wrapped them around the tree. This is how tall is this tree? I think this tree is a 7.5-foot tree. And then these orange branches, I have shared these. They were purchased from Pottery Barn. I will make sure to share a link. Hopefully they're still available. They are clearancing out. The oranges are. Now, what I'm going to try to do here, going along the magnolia, I'm going to place the oranges. I don't want to stick them straight in the stem, because if I do, many of the oranges will hide, and I don't want that. So I just simply bent the stem in half, which that was a whole ordeal because these are they're very well made. So it was kind of tough to bend it. Or I'm just weak, I don't know. But so I'm just going to scoot it in like this and then just mix and mingle the oranges and the magnolias together. And as we're moving along in the video, you will see me add more oranges and just really weave them throughout the tree. Now, this tree I've had for years. I don't remember where we purchased it, but it was either Lowe's or Home Depot, one or the other. But as you can see here, all the magnolias just wrapping around. I placed some oranges up at the top. I have some over here to the right. And again, as we're moving along in the video, you will see more and more oranges coming into play. And they are here to stay through the Christmas holiday as well. So I have some placed down here at the bottom. I'm just really into the orange color. I mean, I love it every year, right? I place it up in my home every year. But I am going more of the brighter orange in my fall decorating this year. Okay, I have some of these fabulous nest ornaments. I'm going to call it an ornament just because, you know, it has the wire in the back. I wish I had a link. I could see if I could find something out there. They were purchased a few years back when I was in Virginia, and they're just so wonderful to decorate with. I do have one up at the top. And so here I have them just placed about, excuse me, here and there throughout the tree, making sure I add some in to the back, because this tree, we're going to decorate a good 3/4 of it going around. So I want to make sure that I have some nests placed in the back as well. And it just, you know, the brown, it just brings in the earthy tones into the trees. That's why I love adding in the brown. Okay, this is what I decided to use. How many of you guessed it? How many of you knew I was going to use the houndstooth? Be honest. Okay, and then I placed some green ribbon from Hobby Lobby behind this. So I have a total of 3 pieces of ribbon. If I am remembering correctly, they are 36 inches long. Maybe? Oh, I don't know. Maybe they could have been like 26. Yes, Yes, I don't think I went a full yard. I think they're like 26 long. And I'm just looking for a branch, preferably two of them, but if I can just find one, that's fine, just to gather all of these 3 ribbons on. This is such a fun and easy way to put ribbon on the tree. Okay, so for those of you that are not real comfortable or you don't know how to do the dovetail ends on the end of the ribbon, I am going to share that with you now. It's super simple. It might look a little bit different because I am a lefty. So it's pretty much opposite of what I'm doing. So you just fold it in half. So you don't want to go that way because then it would make a point. You sort of can see it before you cut it. And you just do a diagonal cut. And there is the perfect dovetail. And you can, if you want a deeper dovetail, well, then you would just cut in, a longer portion. And again, that weaved ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. And this, I will see if it's still being sold out there on the internet and share a link in my description box. Just love the green. Okay, so I have all my ribbon cut at the ends, and now I'm going to share how I decided to add it onto the tree. I am going to have my ribbon sort of following along the pattern of the magnolia garland. So I just gather and then with pine branches, just twist it around. So easy to do. And then I'm going to take the 2 pieces of the green ribbon and just pull it out on top and the bottom. If Hobby Lobby had a wider ribbon, I just would have used one. But then I said, you know what? No, I probably would have stuck with this one. You know why? Because at the ends, look, I have 3 different ribbons in play, and I love that. We're going to go over to the other side, and I'm just going to do the same thing. Try to find a couple of branches. But look, who's seen the blooper here? Because when I was doing this, I sure wasn't seeing it. I'm sure many of you are screaming at me at your televisions right now. Bev, you left a ribbon. I have no idea. It's just hanging down right there. Looks kind of cute though. But no, it's all kinds of wrong. So I will go in and correct that in a minute. So look, I find out right about here. When I go to pull the ribbon, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Wait, there's only one. Where's the other one? Where is it? Help me. Here it is. Silly bird. So thank goodness this wasn't difficult to do. So I just took it back off of the branch, gathered it. You want to make sure it's the same length. Isn't this such a pretty color in this houndstooth? Love the green apple color. Just twist it about, and then here we go. The 3 pieces, spread them out, and fluff this up. Had a pine branch that just wasn't working. and then pull it from the bottom and up at top. And as we're moving along, I will be playing with the ribbon and just making sure that it pleases my eyes as I move along in putting together this tree. So again, I tried to go along with the magnolia garland. And we just have the oranges on there, a few of them, and the nests. So just pull back a little bit. I cannot pull back that much. I have painting going off on the right side, and on the left side, I'm just, a mess from my different florals and everything else. But no worries, that will all come together this week. I will be adding a ribbon up at top a little bit later. And again, more oranges. I have a ribbon over on the side by the martini table. And down here at the bottom, this is a recent piece I thrifted. It's just an old, I don't know what this went to, but up at the top, there's like a little latch. So it used to lock. So I don't know. Maybe some of you might know. Did this go maybe to like an old sewing cabinet or something? I'm not quite sure. But it's going to work beautifully down here at the bottom of the tree. And we will visit that a little bit later in the video. We have sunshine going on now. The rain has went away. And this is just a really fun and fresh tree. On the martini table, I decided this is why I love working with these tables, because you can add different things on them and have it come out from a tree. Now, some of you just like having the traditional tree shaped. I am just a different girl. I love to have different items shooting out from my tree, to the left, to the right, up top, up front. So I decided to place in an orange topiary that was purchased from Pottery Barn. I'll make sure to share it in my products list. Now I want to give a little bit more warmth. We're going into fall, leaves start to change, so I thought to add in some brown magnolias. I have had these for a couple of years, so unfortunately I do not have a link, but if you want to take that snapshot, you might want to Google Lens it. Maybe you can find one out there. It is a magnolia stem. A brown magnolia stem, and just see how earthy it made it feel, putting in the brown here and there all over the tree. I think I only had 6 of these. I wish I had more, but I'm working with what I have. And then we have, of course, some more here. Now we're bringing in a little bit of the bronze, touches of gold, just dressing it up a little bit. And oh gosh, how many of these do I have? I have quite a few of these. I don't know, maybe 9 or 12 of them. So I will place them about in the tree. Again, I have had them for a few years, so there is no link. But whenever you see me decorating with something, if I don't have a link, take a snapshot of it. Go Google Lens it and see if you can find it out there on the internet. So you can see I just placed some about in the tree because we always have to have that gold and the bronze, and that just brings a touch of goodness into the tree. I made sure to place a few down at the bottom, letting them cascade down. And we're just going to keep on adding and adding and adding. So, because I am a maximalist. Okay, here are the pretties that I was waiting on. This is made from Robin King at robinkingdesigns.com. She will be in my description box. If you go to her site, decide to go there, you are in for the biggest treat. These are a new design, fabulous oranges. She makes sure to sign and date the back. And she does such a fabulous job in bringing forth the vintage look and feel to her pieces. And her colors are always stunning. But wait, here is the focal point. This is the focal piece coming up right here. This is what held back me sharing the tree, because I had to have this piece. Look at this. Stunner. Such a stunner. You can never go wrong when you decorate with oranges. It just has a fresh and just a vivid, it almost brings the senses to life. This is her larger plaque. If you mention the little blue fly in the coupon code, Robin will make sure to give you a kind discount. Now we will go around and look at the plaques a little bit more here, but right now I want to fill in that space with some more orange stems. It's all about the buildup. I just start with a few things, add in others. Oh, look at those oranges. I mean, just look at that. My heart is singing right now. And I thought, these are going to go perfect with them. I do not know the name of these. I have had them for a few years, but they are fabulous to work with. And I thought that this color would help lighten up the tree a little bit. So, we want to give warmth and the depth, but we want to make sure to also make our trees feel like they have a light on within them, other than just the lights. Now down at the bottom here, I just have 3 of these. I've had them again for a few years, that wonderful bronzy color. Just 3, so I thought to cluster them right here under the nest, or you could call it a basket if you want to. I thought that would be nice. Sometimes clustering branches or floral together versus spreading them out everywhere just makes a huge statement. I thought this was one of those times. So again, we will continue to go around and looking at the tree. But I thought, okay, let's add in some more bronze and little touches of gold, just the earthy colors. And I purchased these a few years ago. They were clearancing, and I'm just really going to place them deep within the tree. So it's going to bring depth to the tree. As you can see, when you look around, they are placed back, closer to the inside of the tree. And I decided to put some in one of the nests off to the right. So in making your own tree, it's really about the things that you love, right? What, is going to make your heart feel cozy during this fall season. These are fabulous. They're velvet ornaments. I just have a few of these. I believe I just have 5 of them. Beautiful texture, perfect color, give it that, grounded, earthy look. I decided to place some in the basket as well, or nest. I thought, just how fun is this? Not to hang them on the tree. Well, I do have one right here, but I just wanted them clustered in a nest. And I have all these wonderful, wispy, whimsical brown floral stems. And I just place them all about in the tree. And as we go on, I change them a little bit. Okay, now we're going to have fun, and we are going to make some potpourri candle baskets, or nests again, but it's all about, again, curating what you love. It's almost like this tree keeps on giving. It's giving me just happy feelings as I'm making this, bringing forth all it's interactive. I just don't want the tree just to be a lovely tree, but I would like for it to be interactive. I want to take things off of the tree and be able to use it other places in the house. Why store in a drawer when you can store on a tree and it look beautifully? So here we have a nest, and I decided to place some of my gold ribbon. I just have that. There's an ornament. It's just going to go right back in there. I just wanted to share again how these can be like nest type of ornaments. But I thought, let's put some sweet ribbon in here. It's orange, and then it has golds on the tip. And, maybe if you look close into some of the nests around your neighborhood in the fall, you might see that it took some of this ribbon out and built their own nest with it. That's just how I see things in my world. They might come in and take a piece of the ribbon and use it to build a beautiful fall nest. So the candles, those were purchased from World Market. I will make sure to share a link. And then the potpourri was World Market as well. And again, it's smell-o-vision. Just, the beautiful, beautiful sense of fall. And I'm just going to sprinkle it about in the nest, around the candles. And whenever I need a candle around one of my rooms, when I want to burn an orange one, I will just simply take it out of one of the nests. It's all about being playful when I decorate. The little girl, always the little girl. Here I have a touch of a little bit of ribbon down here. And like I said, this is the tree that keeps on giving. And look what it gives, everyone. Caramel apple Werther's Originals. These are so delightful. Oh my goodness. They even have them in a lollipop as well. Well, I haven't seen those for some time, but I do see these chews. And we're just going to add some. Because as we pass the tree, if we feel for a sweetie, we can just grab one. How about a few more? Yeah, a few more. Can never have enough. Well, how about, okay, just one more. We might see these fill up as the video moves about. But nothing like having sweeties in a tree. Okay, and then again, down here at the bottom, so this is a series. I'm really going to be doing it up this year, everyone. I hope you're ready. I have all of my fall decor. I just got back late last night. That's why this video is up later today. I have I went and picked up the last storage. Well, from North Carolina anyways. But down at the bottom, I plan on making a delicious tree skirt using old vintage boxes and these pots. And it's going to be so much fun. I hope you all continue this fall adventure here at the Little Blue Fly, because it's going to be fabulous. Simply fabulous this year. And again, for those of you that are new, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. For those of you that just keep coming and view, but you have not subscribed, I strongly suggest that you do, because we have some adventures coming. Wonderful fall ideas for the home. I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, bringing in those boxes, because it's time. It is time to bring it in the home. I don't care if we still have warmth out there. Our hearts need the comfort of fall. Have a wonderful day.